you want to exhale all the breath out while leaning forward and trying to fit into a tight pair of pants. Let me show you what that looks like from the side. So you'll notice that I released the organs. I let my abdomen relax before I breathe in. That's important. Don't try to do both at the same time. Relax, stand up, and then breathe in is the order of it. So there are some benefits to this practice. I think that really the whole point of any yoga practice is to put it in your own body and feel what the effects are for you. It's a lot more interesting than just Googling like Uddiyana Bandha benefits and then having sort of a placebo effect or the suggestion in your mind and then, you know, thinking you feel something or feeling like you should feel something that you don't. It's more interesting to practice this regularly and see what happens. So for me, it's really interesting. I feel that it's changed my posture. Practicing it every day is both strengthening and releasing my diaphragm while making me more aware of the shape of my diaphragm, which goes all the way around like this. It's an incredible muscle. It's like shaped like a hot air balloon, and when it's functioning properly, meaning it can fully contract and fully release, that can really change how you position your rib cage and therefore your shoulders, your head, and your neck. So I find that this practice really helps me to find an effortless lift throughout my day, just simply by strengthening the diaphragm in that way. The other benefits I notice is that it gives me a sense of energy and grounding at the same time, which is really nice. I think a lot of people want to have both of those things. And then the other things I've noticed is, well, when I do my asana practice, when I do my mat yoga postures, I notice that it's a lot easier for me to find and use the bandhas in order to be safe, especially in some of the more dynamic practices that I do or the more advanced postures that I'll try. It's really important to have those bandhas down. You use a gentler version of it so that you are not injuring yourself and you're doing it from a really strong, connected place in your core. So blah, blah, blah. If you're still listening, I want to show you one more time what the Uddiyana Bandha looks like. Remember, this is a prerequisite to getting the abdominal turning, which I can post in a future video. Let's take it one step at a time. So remember to keep this one phrase in mind. You're going to exhale all the breath out while leaning forward and trying to fit into a tight pair of pants. Here's how it looks again. Feels good. You get a little like, almost like this little high feeling in your head. It feels really nice. What else do I need to tell you about this? The benefits of it I already mentioned. I want to explain to you why I give you those three pieces of advice within that phrase to remember. So exhaling all the breath out is important because it creates less volume in your lungs so that you're more easily able to lift everything up underneath them. If you have full lungs and you try to do it, it just doesn't work. You'll not get as much of a lift through your abdomen. So you have to exhale the breath out completely. The other thing is that when you lean forward, because you're trying to lift the organs up, leaning forward makes gravity more on your side so that you're able to do it. It's a lot easier than if you're standing up, and even if you're sitting down, you want to stand up and lean forward. Notice that I also lock my arms and lock my legs. Maybe you can't see that, but that's what's happening there. So you want to lock your limbs. That's going to help you to further lift your rib cage and lift your organs up. And then the last thing, I just think it's a really easy reference to something you've probably done at some point in your life, trying to fit into a tight pair of pants. You kind of like, you know, oh, they're too tight, you kind of lift up. So it's that same sensation, only with no breath. So I hope that those pieces of advice help you. Thank you for watching. This channel is in its grassroots phase. I will be getting better with making videos and making them look all, you know, spiff and professional, but in the meantime, it's just important for me to get content out there. So if you try this, I'd really love to hear how it went for you. Please feel free to comment with questions or concerns that you might have, or if you did it and you loved it, let me know that too. And subscribe to my channel, because I'll be sharing a lot more tips about movement in general, natural movement, how to have a healthy posture, how to reduce pain throughout your body, and of course I'll be posting more and more tutorials and videos about yoga. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year.